welcome to another video. So a couple weeks ago, I had the opportunity to interview the authors of the FierceReads tour. The authors that were officially on the tour were Marissa Rutkoski, who is the author of the Winners trilogy, Cecelia Ahern, who is author of the Flawed duology, and Harriet Reuter Hapgood, who is the author of The Square Root of Summer. Marissa Meyer, author of the Lunar Chronicles, was a guest because she was promoting her new book Heartless, and so I was in contact with FierceReads and was able to arrange a time to film with the authors. So the FierceReads tour is a tour that goes across the country, the US at least. One of the stops was in a city that was really close to me, so I decided to go and arrange an interview and was super excited. I had only read books by Marissa Meyer and Marissa Rutkoski at the time, and that still happens to be the case, but I'm working on it. Filming was so amazing, the authors were so nice. My local bookstore let me film in the employee rec room, and it was great because there were so many advanced readers copies, and they even gave me some. Sadly, I wasn't exactly able to stay for the signing because I had to go home and do homework because I kind of didn't do my homework to go to the event. And I also had them do a really quick whisper challenge. Some of them didn't exactly know what it was. They ended up figuring it out. So here is the whisper challenge. It's quite short. It was really great to see the authors interact the way they did during the whisper challenge because they probably have not done that before.
I look
like a rotting pumpkin.
the way of the puppets. Do I get it?
No.
It
Looks
30.
like
They're all
rotting
right.
pumpkin.
Puppies. You ready?
They're
All right.
puppies.
It's
They're all right.
it's right there.
puppies.
It's right there. Puppets.
It's all right puppies.
It looks like
Puppies.
puppets. It looks like puppets.
It
Is
looks
naughty.
it looks like
Hello, luck. No.
it looks
It's lonely, luck, lucky.
like puppets.
Puppies.
It
Is
so loud.
is
What?
is lucky.
Puppy.
He's looking puppet. Puppy. Poopy. Is looking puppy. Poopy. Puppy. Puppet. Poopy puppet.
That was not it.
Incorrect.
It had something to do with puppets.
It was definitely
and puppy,
poopy.
poopy puppy.
The truth
The truth.
can deceive.
Again. A liar. A lion.
Can deceive.
A lion
As well as
has hands. A lion has hands.
a lion has.
A lion has hands. Did I get it right?
Yeah.
I must have subconsciously heard this. Hi.
A lion
Hello.
has
Has
hands.
hands. Hi, hello, has hands.
A lion has hands.
A lion has hands. A lion has hands. All lions have hands, obviously.
A
Kate.
oh come on. Lion
Banks.
has
Itch.
hands.
It.
A
Ate.
lion
That.
has
Hot.
hands.
Act.
One more time. A
Ate.
lion
Ate that.
has
Hot.
hands.
Hit. Was that a full sentence?
Say it back.
Hate that hot hit.
Hate that hot hit. Hate that hot hit.
That was the whisper challenge with the authors. Thank you so much for watching. And so now we move into the Q&A with the authors. The first author I got to talk to was Marissa Rutkoski. She is author of the Winners trilogy. So the first book, oh my god. The first book is The Winner's Curse, which happens to be beautiful. I got this off of Book Outlet. I'm not sure if this is on Book Outlet anymore, but if it is, go hit yourself up with a copy. This book is phenomenal. The writing in it is exquisite. After talking to Marie, I just appreciate this book even more. She talks in the Q&A about how thoughtful she is when she comes to writing her stories, and I really love her writing style. So the first question I asked Marie was about her next project, because an amazing author like her has got to keep on writing.
I have sold, or I am selling, I think I can announce it, not a secret. They haven't announced that it's a project yet, but I also don't have much to say about it, except for I am signing a contract for another fantasy book. I believe that it will take place in the world that I've created. As to what the story may be about, I don't feel that I can say at this point, but I feel fairly confident that the next thing you get from me will at least be... We're in a bookstore at the moment, and many things are happening. There will be a book, and the book will be set in the world that I've created.
And so we got some exclusive information. And because I adore Marie's writing, I really wanted to ask a question about her writing style, so I did.
Literary. I love just the process of writing. I am likely to use descriptive language that I think very hard about. Also, to write things sometimes that feel very typically me, but are maybe slightly unusual.
And I've also been getting into tea and coffee and wanted to know if she was a tea person or a coffee person.
I am tea, definitely tea. Not that you need to know this, yet I'm going to tell you anyway, internet. I get migraines, and I used to get many, many more when I drink coffee. Not drinking coffee, but drinking tea instead has led to much happiness.
Marie seemed like a person that would use acronyms at times, so I asked her what was her favorite acronym as well.
I like ASAP. I like ETA.
And the next author I got to talk to was Harriet Reuter Hapgood, who is the author of The Square Root of Summer. I've heard amazing things about her book, and it features quantum physics and love and grief and all these types of emotions. It just sounds like a book that I would really enjoy, and maybe will get me into math more. Math is just something I'm obligated to do. It's not like I'm super passionate about it, and maybe this book will get me to be super passionate about it, so that's why I'm gonna read it. And so join me on the quest. Let's find out if The Square Root of Summer will make us like math more. Now, I don't have a hardcover copy, but I do have an advanced reader's edition of The Square Root of Summer, meaning that I got this before the publication date, so I mean, I guess that makes up for not having a hardcover. I believe The Square Root of Summer is Harriet's debut, but aside from that, I was just really interested in how many countries the novel was being published in. And so I asked Harriet if she were to travel to all the countries that her book is published in, what would she do? And I loved her answer.
I would love to just for the food, so it's publishing in Germany, Spain, Italy, France, Brazil, Russia, and Turkey. I feel like I could do a really good foodie tour.
While I was stalking Harriet online, I found that she really liked emojis, which is something that we have in common, and so I asked her obviously what her favorite emoji was.
Ooh, this is a good question. I really like the monkey who's like...
And before Harriet was a novelist, she was writing for a magazine, and so I obviously had to ask her about that.
It's interesting because you have deadlines, so you can't ever write anything that's perfect. It's a real weird thing where you sort of do interesting things like traveling and meeting people, and then suddenly you have to cobble it together on a page while someone is like yelling at you.
And I also asked her one of my favorite questions to ask an author, which is to sum up their novel in 5 words or less.
Quantum physics plus snogging, bitch.
I actually thought Harriet would be a person that would read a novel over a long period of time, but turns out she said she likes to galump them, which I thought was absolutely adorable.
I like to galump them and then get on to the next one.
The next author I interviewed was Cecelia Ahern, who happens to be a TV producer and an author. So Cecelia Ahern is the author of Flawed, which is book 1 in a dystopian duology. She's written other books, and her other books have been turned into movies, so how cool would it be if this became a movie? And so if you guys know the Mortal Instruments movie that happened way back in 2013 where Lily Collins starred in it as Clary Frey, Cecelia Ahern, the author of Flawed, got to really work closely with Lily Collins because Lily Collins was also the star of Love, Rosie. The movie Love, Rosie is an adaptation of Cecilia's best-selling novel, so I had to ask her about that and what it was like to be a part of that movie and work with Lily, and just her answers were so great. And specifically, what is it like to have one of your novels turned into a movie?
It's really overwhelming. It's like somebody has plucked the images from my own mind and made them real. When I meet the actors, the characters that were in my novel have just kind of walked from the pages and come alive.
Cecelia went on to tell the greatest story about how she landed a cameo, and it was so fantastic.
I had a fun experience on Love, Rosie where I got a cameo. I'm not great in front of the camera acting. I'm not an actress. I'm an observer. I like to watch other people. Poor Lily Collins had to say the same kind of dialogue all day about 1,000,000 times. We filmed for quite a while, and then I went to watch the final movie and I was cut. So my first cameo was cut.
I kind of knew the answer to this question, but I mean, I asked it anyways. Producing TV or writing books?
Oh, writing. I'm compelled to write. I have to put pen to paper and write a story. When it comes to creating TV, it's a different side of me. It's more collaborative and I have to work with other people, and I suppose there's less freedom and less of my voice that goes into that work.
I really like spontaneous writers, and Cecelia is definitely one of them. She's very emotional, and I really like that about her.
I think I put myself in the position of all of my characters, which is not a healthy thing to do, but it's the only way I can feel my way through my stories.
And so on to our guest Q&A with Marissa Meyer. I used some of your guys' questions because there were a hell of a lot of them. One of the questions was, why isn't there a 6th book that's based off of Puss in Boots?
By the time I had started to figure out the story of the Lunar Chronicles, it became very clear that Puss in Boots was not needed. I did not need any more fairy tales. I did not need any more main characters or love interests or any of that. We had plenty going on in the series.
And the next question was about tying the Lunar Chronicles to Heartless, which is kind of weird because Heartless is like a prequel to Alice in Wonderland and Alice in Wonderland only, and it's kind of like a Victorian England style, while the Lunar Chronicles are sci-fi.
Heartless is a prequel to Lewis Carroll's Alice in Wonderland. I really made an attempt to make Heartless be as though it could actually have taken place before Alice in Wonderland. I just turned in the 2nd script for 2 Lunar Chronicles based graphic novels.
And then I also had to ask Marissa about tea or coffee.
I am a coffee person. Don't really like tea. I drink it when I'm sick.
That was the Fierce Reads Tour Author Whisper Challenge and Q&A. I hope you enjoyed it. It was great being able to talk to the authors. The bookstore was so absolutely nice. Thank you so much for letting me film in your like break room. That's all I have for you guys today. Thank you so much to FierceReads for allowing me to make this video. I had so much fun doing it, even though it's probably gonna be a pain to edit. I cannot wait to collaborate with more authors, and I cannot wait to be at more bookstores for events and things, and I'm just so excited for what's to come this year because there are a lot of great things. Comment down below if you've read any of the books by the authors of the FierceReads tour. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, and if you liked it even more, please subscribe to my channel. My name's Grace. I'll see you in another video. I make videos every Sunday. Bye!